G'day mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025 Highlands Fishing Expansion DLC. So welcome to Big Payday, December. This is when all of our produce is probably going to be at the highest value. I've just checked and we're heading off to the Logistics Warehouse West, I think it's called. I'll double check in a second. This is currently sort of the best price. I don't think it's the exact best price, but in distance from our farm, it's definitely like the more economical place to go to. So as we pull in, I'm just going to pull up the cost table. Barley, here we go. So logistics center west that we're at is 1,097. Sorry, 79. Can get up to 1,089 at the train at the Gold Coast Valley. But for the closest to our farm and the sake of a few dollars, this is going to be our best bet, our best place to come to. We have got quite a few loads to bring. Let's get this first 26,700 litres offloading. Not sure how long it's going to take, but it seems like it's unloading pretty quickly from this big trailer. Down to 20% already, so that's good. Let's see, so that from that one load we made about $31,000. So we have another 2 loads like that of barley, I think. So maybe 1 full load and then 1 half load, so we should be making at least another 50,000 possibly. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get into a time-lapse of selling the cereal crops. So it shouldn't take too long because we don't have very far to run. And then once we've done that, we'll then have a look at how we're going to go about selling our onions. So I'll see you very soon. G'day, welcome back. So here we are, we've got our last load of wheat. We're getting about $35,000 per full load. Let's brought our total up to, well, close to 400,000, but I'm sure that this load is going to take us over the 400,000 mark. Well, I'm hoping it will. So yeah, we've just got over 400,000. So we've finished up with our cereal crops, giving us, or bringing our total to 408,500. Now, I'm pretty confident we started about 150,000, so that's a pretty good income from those fields, just that they were harvested twice, so there was a considerable amount of produce in there. And the barley ended up with a really small, annoying amount left in the silo. I think about 600 litres. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and grab that and sell that. Do that off camera, and then we'll come back in. We'll have a look at what we're going to do with the onions. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. We're here over at Parked Up with the onions ready to go. I've had a look at where the best price is, and luckily for us, the best price is actually the closest as well. So Feeding Grain South, which is down near where the lime station is, so it's not too far away at all. So we're only going to travel from there to there. And I've also been having a look at how we're going to load these up. I think the best option will be a wheel loader. We've got quite a few different ones here. Obviously, we could go for the biggest one, the Volvo L180H. And I think that we can get a maximum size bucket of 10,000 litres. Let's have a quick look. So high tip bucket, yeah, 10,000. So that's $28,000. Obviously, we're going to be renting these. And then that's 296,000. Alternatively, we could go for the JCB 435S, which has got a smaller bucket of only 4,000 litres. So a little bit less than half the capacity, which is still going to be quite a number of loads. I think we're probably going to be looking at, what, 20 loads? I reckon there's probably about 80,000 litres of onions there. But considering we're going to be spending less money, I think this might be the way to go. So if we lease this, there's only $765. And then we just need to lease the JCB. And I think we might also lease another trailer, just so we can get through this a little bit quicker. So we're going to lease this. See, it's already 10,200. I reckon we're probably going to possibly go over an hour, so we're going to be looking at 14,000 for the leasing of this alone. That's why I didn't want to go for the big one. How much would that have been to lease? That's like 15,000. So this could have been over $21,000. So it's really eating into our profits that we're going to make from this. And then trailers, I think just leasing something like one of these trailers. So we'll lease this one as well. So we've definitely leased a lot of equipment for, here we go, for the onions. And my hope is that we're actually going to make some good money back from it. Because that's the whole point, really, isn't it? Just to make money, not to lose money. So let's see if this trailer can connect to this JCB. I hope it can. I hope it's the right type to connect to our trailer up at the farm. I've obviously got this one because it is a pin type connector. Let's have a look inside the JCB as we're heading up. Just lift that up so we can actually see. Alright, once we get going up here, have a quick look around the cab. There's quite a good amount of buttons and dials. There's even a screen there. It's quite a nice looking cab, nice and spacious. I think this is definitely going to help us out and do the job we need it to do. Yeah, I think hopefully this is going to work out really well for us. It's be a good balance between cost and efficiency for getting everything loaded up. It is going to take a little while. There is a lot of onions there to do. So what we'll do is I'll meet you back up at the farm and we'll start loading up. So here we are. We've been able to connect the two trailers together, so they're all good to go. Now we're in the JCB loader and we're going to start getting these onions into the trailers. So I don't know exactly how long it's going to take. It's probably going to take a fair bit of work to do this, but yeah, I do think it's going to be worth it. I think we can get 880 or so thereabouts per ton. So each scoop should be about what, $200. So yeah, I think it should be fine. It's definitely quicker doing it like this than with a front end loader for our tractors, because the biggest front end loader fee you can get for a tractor I think is 1,000. So this is obviously 4 times quicker, and then it would be twice as, well, slightly more than twice as long as the big Volvo loader. But again, the big Volvo loader is very expensive, where I think we can get through this relatively easily with the 4,000 litre bucket capacity. Make sure it's all out, and make sure we're actually in the right direction. And I do find this quite easy, so I'm using a steering wheel and a farm stick, or side stick, which makes the controlling of the bucket and the boom probably really intuitive and a lot easier than working with a mouse or keyboard. So yeah, I quite enjoy operating this machine. It's very fun. I think that in the future we should look at getting one if we can justify a reason for it. So if we continue to do crops like onions or your root type crops, maybe even some sugar beet, we can maybe do some chopped sugar beet, everything like that. If we've got a lot of bulk materials to handle and load, I do really want to get a loader, but I'd love to get the biggest Volvo. I don't know how well it would work if we just use it for logging as well, because yeah, it can have the big tines on it. I think you can have the big log grab forks on it, and yeah, I really enjoy these sorts of machines. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to get these two loaded up and do some of this via a time lapse. I don't anticipate we have to get all of it done in one time lapse, because it is there's a lot of work here to do. It's not just a simple matter of pulling up underneath the spout and loading up like we did with the zero crops just before. This extra part of the job is going to take a bit of time, but we'll just see how we go. We may get halfway through this pile, get a couple of loads done, and then we'll come back and see how we're going. So I'll see you very soon.
Out where the spinifex grows through the clay, and the fence line runs to nothing at all, I've watched 3 generations fade away, working land that never answers your call. My grandfather's hands were carved from stone. He knew every bore, every dry creek bed. Now I walk these paddocks alone, carrying the weight of all he said. Under the Southern Cross we stand, red dust settling in our bones. This hard and ancient land, it's the only home we know, the only home we know. Bank don't care about the rain that won't come, or the cattle dying slow beneath the sun. They got their numbers and their quarterly sum, but they never buried anyone. Still I'm out here at first light, checking troughs and
Welcome back. Here we are, dropping off another two full trailer loads of onions. So we're actually going pretty well. Like, I reckon there's maybe another possibly full 2 trailer loads up there. I don't think there's much more than that. I think that that's actually going quite well with that JCB loader. And yet, there's obviously these trailers are not designed to adhere. This one's lifting up off the ground. That typical trailer can't open properly. But even still, each load is about $45,000. So I think all in all, it's pretty well worth it. Like, it's been, well, we made about 90,000. We've probably spent that on renting, but maybe not quite. But we've had a good fun time and experience doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these back up to the farm. I'm just going to stop with the onion loading there for a little bit, because while I've been focusing on getting through to sell these, we've neglected a few other things of around our farm. So I don't know what the situation is for any of our animals. They may have run out of food and water, so which is not the best scenario, because obviously they need those things to continue producing. And obviously if it was in everyday life, that would be to continue to live, but in this case you have to keep producing products for us. And also we probably need to look at moving some of the big stones off to the stonemason. So I'm pretty sure that we got through all the stonemason stones, so castle stones, last time we did a delivery up to the castle. And on that note, the castle will also be ready, or be maybe potentially moved on to the next stage, so I want to have a look at that as well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to park up here. This seemed like a pretty good place to park for loading up. Just shut the engine off because we won't be back here for a little while. But look here, like, in terms of how much is left, I reckon hopefully all this will fit in 2 more trailers, but we may end up having another trailer after that. So now we've moved on to level number 6. They're doing a great job. I thought my castle stones look pretty good. They go a long way too. I thought they would have needed more by now. It still looks like they're going to have enough here for the next stage as well. So this is, yeah, there's not as many castle stones to go to it as what I anticipated. We're still going to keep making them, because we're still going to keep delivering them until they say don't deliver them anymore. So let's jump back into the JCB and head down to the, what have we got, the quarry, and get the large stones loaded up so we can continue making the castle stones. That's looking great. Stonemasons are doing a great job on that, so I'm quite happy to keep providing them the equipment and materials that they need to do their job. What I'll do is I'll go down and get these loaded up, and I'll see you in a minute. So I'll bring it back in quicker. We're just having a drag race with a bus. He tried to cut, well, I mean, I tried to cut him off, and he tried to cut me off. But we won in the end, so he was a bit of a chicken and just pulled out of it. So it's a bit of fun. That's what I like about this JCB. It's got a good amount of speed. I'm not going to need to overtake this car, or it's going to get going. Oh, I've got another one. We've got the speed tractor. Anyway, let's get back to business. Welcome back. I was super duper impressed with how many big rocks the quarry team has created since the last time we were there. We've got 26 pallets worth of big rocks. Oh, bus and a wide load aren't going to work very well. Oh, yep. Luckily we snuck through there. And yeah, because there were so many, I didn't really focus on stacking them very well on the trailer. You can see they stick out a bit. But we're almost there anyway. It's only a short drive, just that they've got that narrow bit through the town. That's probably the biggest problem. I wonder if they've got room here for the whole 26 pallets. I'm assuming that they would do at the stonemason. But this is going to make a lot of castle stones. This is going to make us a lot of money. Perfect. So they all were able to be dropped off here. We've got 26,000 litres in there now, and they've got underway already. Oh yeah, so we've got plenty of room. There's heaps of room. Even if there was another 3 loads like that, would still have plenty of room. That's good. So that's going to keep that production underway now. So in another couple of months, when that's finished, or when they've got all those 26,000 layers of big stones turned into castle stones, we'll deliver up to the castle and make a lot of money. Oh, break. I should have been paying attention to that. Oh, I know what the problem is. There we go. Now we've got the beacons and people will see us, and they won't just walk out in front of a tractor at full speed, even though technically they have right of way, but that's beside the point. Don't they know I'm busy? So we're going to head back up to the farm now. I'm going to take the trailer all up. I'm going to drop that off at the sawmill. So we'll drop that off, and then we'll head back up there, because I do believe we're going to need to feed some of the animals, if not all of them, and we're probably going to have to provide water for the cows as well. So there's a bit of cow work and animal work we've got to do for the rest of this episode, and then we'll have to come back to the onions next time. So just give me a few minutes to do this, and I'll meet you back up there when we're looking at the animals. Welcome back. So I've checked both the cows and the sheep, and both of them are completely out of hay. Luckily the cows do have meadow grass, but the sheep do not have anything, that they rely on what we provide them. So I'm going to feed them first with a bale or 2 of hay. Thought I'd just move this fertilizer out of the way first, because we had that, we put that down in the middle of the turn area effectively a long time ago. We just need to get it put away. So put it in there beside the seed. Probably forget that's there when it comes time to drill, but that's fine. We'll use it at some point. So, cows and sheep. The sheep have been doing really good for us. We've got 4 full pallets, and that was going really well until such time as we forgot to feed them. So I don't know how much food they're going to take, whether they're going to need more than 1 bale at the moment. Let's just drop this one off. Oh, yep, so they're all good for food. I could just leave that bale there, and it'll just we'll just keep putting it in as we need to. Now the next one is the cows, and I'm probably gonna have to take 2 bales, I reckon, for them. Luckily we have this good JCB fast track tractor that can pick up 2 bales without a rear weight. We're getting through our hay pretty quickly. We only have, what? Oh, hang on. Obviously, I've still working on my skills for front-end loader work. Let's put them back together, and then we should be able to reverse out. So the other thing we can do is we have straw now, and we do have silage, so we could make TMR for the cows and just reduce how much hay we're using. Obviously the hay is a part of the TMR mix, but it would obviously be padded out with straw and silage. It's a better quality of food anyway, so maybe that's something we need to look into next time. To concentrate to get these through here without dropping them. But yeah, no, I think TMR may be a good option for the cows. I don't know if we're going to keep the Highland cows or whether we're going to move and progress through to more like a dairy cow or buffalo. And I'm pretty sure that both of them can take the TMR. So they're the ones that are going to be producing milk and need that extra nutrition from the TMR mix. And obviously I think we can put mineral feed in as well, which helps bulk it out and provides some extra nutrition. So if I can get this in without damaging anything. Maybe not. Such a small little opening to get such a big bale in. There we go, one's in. Are they going to need the second one straight away? It doesn't look like it, which is good. Well, again, we can just leave the second one here, and they can be put in when we need to. Let's have a look to see how much water they've got, which I don't think they would have any. Don't know that they need water. So let's hook onto the water tanker. I'm gonna head down to the river as usual to get our water. While we're down there, I think it might be worth just stopping by the quarry and adding some more water to the quarry before we bring another full load up for the... Oh, there's a little bit in there. We'll just empty that water out. Yeah, so before we bring up another full load for the cows. So we might as well cut out and do a real quick time lapse heading down to the river and doing that. And I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back. Here we are. We've got back from getting the water and we've put the extra bale in for the cows. I think that the clip for getting the water and adding the water to the quarry has been lost. So unfortunately we haven't seen that. But we have been able to get back here. They've got full water now. They've got full amount of grass or slash hay. And we've got a meadow there as well. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the day anyway. We've still got the onions over here to sell next time. That's what the first job will be when we, in the next episode, we'll be finishing off the onions. I want to finish them off in this month, in game month, in December, because I don't want to pay for a daily rental of the JCB. So I'm looking at this, I'm thinking there's probably only like possibly another 2 full trailers and then maybe a full blue trailer. And it's hard to tell until we actually get into it. But yeah, that'll be the first job in the next episode. But for now, thank you very much for joining me. If you are keen to see how much we end up making from this, we're currently up at $491,000. Please do remember to like and subscribe, and we'll be able to see the total next time. We'll be over $500,000, and it does look impressive, but remember we do have over $1 million loan. So it's not really that impressive. We can pay some of that back, but we have done a really good job this harvest season to make what we have. So that's pretty much it. Remember to keep your boots dirty and your bites clean, and I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.